Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Direbear and welcome to Falskallan Revolution, a special two-part one-shot that I'm running for myself because it's my birthday and I want to do as I want to. And I figured, well, since my birthday is on a Saturday, do I pick one day between the weeks or do I just do two? And I decided, well, I might as well just create more work for myself and do 2 weeks worth of things, creating a whole history and backstory that tie into Falskallan Nights, my regular Wednesday night game. Why did I do this? I don't know. I think I'm what I'm called a sadist.
Masochist?
Masochist. Masochist or sadist, I don't know which one is which, but tie me up and let's go. But with that, I want you all to come and enjoy something new, something fresh, something exciting. It'll be just different enough, but just enough of what you remember. Before we start, I would like to thank D&D Beyond for sponsoring our game tonight, because without it, we wouldn't be able to have ample character sheets so everybody can be congregated in one spot. That way I can amply not check their healths as I'm chipping them down. But it does come with a bunch of resources and tools, such as a encounter builder for somebody like me, but it also comes with a monsters guide and manuals so that anybody can look up monsters and whatnot, all the source books and materials from Wizard of the Coast, and a bunch of cool little things that can be done and made. You can change your backgrounds. It has an online dice roller. You can purchase dice for that, and that way, if you don't have any live dice and you're still playing online, you have a spot that has all your modifiers and damage outputs. It is a very handy tool. I'd also say that we have a merch shop. Check ourselves at the Direbear merch, which will be linked into chat. We have some cool t-shirts. We got some stickers. I believe that's kind of all we got right now, but we're building our merch profile, and so keep staying tuned with us, and we'll let you know when we have something new. Normally, we have a couple of our players wearing the Direbear merch during our games, but because this is a little bit different, we decided just to do something different. I'm an expert at words. I wonder why I'm a DM. But with that, is there anything else? No? I think it might be time to just head into tonight's game of Falskallan Revolution. We don't have a titles card, but before we start, I would like to thank Otter for putting a lot of the legwork for the backgrounds and all the video setup and layout, all the intricate little details that we spent together figuring this out. Otter, buddy, I could never have done this without you. So, I salute you.
It's Otter.
But with that, now let's get into tonight's game. Welcome to the world of the Corhiran Empire, to the province of Falskala. The story takes place 250 years before the event of Falskallan Nights. This is a very different land, and it's under a civil war. Some would say an insurrection, a revolution. The times that led up to the civil unrest was brought by the barony and the governance of Falskala, run by elves and the drow. Falskala is a backwater of a place. With that, though, the mentality of the lords and ladies, the cruelty was bred. Heavy mistreatment of the people was slow to start, but once fully implemented, was extreme and cruel. This led to growing resentments, a fire and fury of hatred in some. A binding effect allowed the formation of small resistance. Enough was enough. It was time to start fighting. What started as a series of prison and work camp breakouts ended up as a coalition of races that would normally never work together. Dwarves, gnomes, halfling families, warriors left behind from a long past war, to be forgotten, now had purpose. The orc clans of the Valen Rapids bound together to fortify the ways of the old WoW, forging alliances that would allow them to survive. Together, under the command of General Thatch, Crom Tuskrut, and Freeman Haas, the revolution was underway. During these times of war, came front a series of individuals, each with their own unique talents, strength, and sheer power of will and charisma. They had slowly bound together, whether through circumstance, fate, or just pure luck. Only the gods know, and they are a fickle bunch. A leader that bound tribes together, the enforcer that saw peace through adversity, bringer of whispers and truths, a lost soul that found meaning in life through penance, hunter of the dangerous, fighting to protect the ways of the old, a once lover and calmed warrior, now a bringer of well-placed destruction and change, and an old protector, finding new peoples to shield from the cruelties of life. They slowly came together through influence of others and became a team. Once General Thatch realized their powers together, he influenced them to obtain a code word, an adjective of their personality, and a gemstone to hide their fates from those around them and to protect their families. They had become the Revolutionary Axis, or known as the Colors. Years of revolution had been difficult. You were losing. Loss after loss after loss. Your forces have been pushed back to the Blocknavian point. Winning your last battle on sea was a great morale booster, taking out the Ninth Fleet in a little bit of its own muster and glory. But losing a third of the fleet just to gain one ship didn't seem like it was a good trade. But the master of tactician Freeman Haas, always having a plan up his sleeve, turned to Thatch to tell him to enact the plan. With Fiery Ochre, Enduring Garnet, and Veiled Pearl together, they set forth on the recently captured, modified elven ship, nicknamed the Defiance. Being told the others of the party had been up the Sandon River close to Onper. It had been months since the colors have seen each other. And on board this ship, en route to the rendezvous, Fiery, Enduring, and Veiled. Welcome to the Revolution. It is a beautiful night out on the sea, going up the Sandon River itself. You've been on the ship for about a week now. In tow, you see the ship captain's Hobart Crumb, a human male. He looks weathered for his age. He looks rather old, but you see the years of grizzled experience on the sea working wonders at this point. With the helmsman, Ewan Throach. They're both just sitting there watching the river's sides, the banks, making sure that everything is moving smoothly up the river. It is calm, and it is beautiful. In tow, you have Crom Tuskrut with you, an orcish man, relatively young but bald, having tattoos going all the way up his sleeve, wearing very mage-like robes, something light, and you see strapped to his side a bunch of books. He is full-blooded, and you always gotten a sense of sternness from him, very precise aggression. For Veiled and Ochre, this is pretty much character for him. You've known him for years, being a part of the orcish tribes and clans that had bound together, but he was one of the people who had championed this idea. You feel the cool breeze and the swaying of the boat. If there's any roleplay you would like to do, by all means.
Mm-hmm. You're muted.
Feels like it's been a while since we've been able to just kind of relax, even for a few minutes.
I got aches in places I didn't know I had.
Fighting like this will give you new places.
Aye, I'm getting older. Not something I expected.
Oh, yeah.
Ochre, enduring. Please describe yourselves.
I am a half-orc in a sort of half-fancy orange with whitish highlights gi. Have my hair pulled back into a tight but neat man bun, and a little hairpin in the top of that bun with a carved wooden dragon as the pin itself.
All right. I am a fairly lean Goliath, about 7'4", very dark gray skin, with red tattoos of kind of interwoven knotwork, sort of lacing up my arms, around my eyes, which have a very almost canid look to them. Kind of a salt and pepper chin strap beard. He's about in his late 30s, and wearing a breastplate over top of a kind of cowl that seems to have slightly elvish designs under it, but they're masked by a very notable red tint that those of the party would know is the blood of Korhiaran soldiers.
That is perfect. You guys are having this chat. Where would you be, say, having this chat? Up on the open deck?
Yeah, probably
About-
leaning against the gunwale, sort of keeping half an eye out, just because I'm not used to relaxing.
I would like all of you
Ditto.
to make a perception check, please.
Ready.
Still the same character.
Did you say
Yep.
I'm there too?
It's a 7.
And Mr.
Oh.
Ochre,
A 6.
and a 6. It's
Good
hard to.
conversation.
You guys are having a good conversation. You're not paying too much attention over the gunwales and everything that's there. But it's a generally quiet night, and you hear the sounds of crickets and the shoreline kind of washing up, the sounds of running water. It's oddly relaxing. It's charming in its own little way. As much as the Samden is very much a kind of like the Mississippi, where it is large and very wide, there are still ships that do go up and down because this is a major trading route to get up to the major city. You keep an eye out. Generally, you think because of how wide it is and how far you can get close to the shore, you should be fine. But the Deliverance, the ship it's mainly used for cargo runs, from what you could tell. There were some gun ports ready just to defend itself, and it thoroughly did during your attack. But it didn't last too long. But this 2-leveled ship is a deep green that is adorned with an elven scrawlings and decals, golden filigree carved into the handrails and doors, with the mast simulating vines that is pulsed with a very blue hue, with a little bit of arcane work. The 2 masts are running 40 foot in length. The ship was not meant for speed, but maneuverability. And the helmsman, as much as he is new to this ship, is weaving through all the little rocks and shoals that randomly pop up. You get a sense that he's thoroughly enjoying this, in an odd sense of the matter. Veiled, what are you up to?
You said it's nighttime?
Correct.
Probably just relaxing on deck, taking in the night air.
Roger that. Crom walks up to you. You haven't seen the rest of the colors in a while, haven't you?
No, it's been some time.
Understood. It's kind of like family, isn't it?
It has become that way.
He looks over pensive over the gunwales. I could get used to this quiet, but I can't. There's too much out there. I don't know what's going on. The fact that Thatch is sending all of us up here with no signs of anything. I don't trust it, but I've learned to trust in Thatch. As I've learned to trust in all of you.
That is what matters.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to rest. You have yourselves a good night. He turns around in a little bit of a flourish and walks into the front, into one of the front deck holds. It was where he set himself up. As this night moves forward and on, you guys eventually find your rest and everything that goes with it. And we're going to move forward to alluring, cobalt, obsidian, jade. You're in a small forward encampment. It's like a ragtag crew of people to help scout the local immediate area, and you guys are there to help with protection. And well, you were also, you were also just ordered by Thatch to be up there for no apparent reason. Well, almost no reason. But a series of tents and long tents and lean-tos are camouflaged by the surrounding wickets and thatch, helping to conceal any trace of habitation. There are 2 members of the Mastiff Battalion, always keeping patrol and going out and hunting for food. There's a builder and a mason who have been put in charge with the upkeep and the food while staying on the premises. This camp has been here for a month now, with orders of General Thatch to lay low. Recently, other than sending scouting parties to gather information, time has been moving slow. The scouting party hasn't come back yet, and they're due any day, as per orders from Alluring Amethyst. It's the middle of the night, and you guys are standing by the fire. It's, again, the same quiet night. Very, very quiet. You hear the hooting of howls, other crickets as well, and because where the main encampment is, it's not right on the Samden. It's off on a little estuary. So it's nicely hidden. And Alluring, you've been keeping in contact with Hobart Crumb, the captain, and General Thatch. But you've been told to lay low for a while. So the fact that they're coming up means that any plan that's going to be coming is about to be enacted. Other than that, the rest of you have been bored out of your goddamn minds. Just practicing, training. You see the 2 builders. One, Yarik. He's a human. This guy is tall, and he's built like a bodybuilder, like a power lifter, I should say. He's got this general happy demeanor of him, and always just quick to say something really dumb or stupid, but it's always in a sense where it just comes down to he means well. Very thick in accent. It seems like he grew up with elves, but also had a human twinge to it. So it melded into its own unique accent. And his partner, Cassie, is this older human, balding on head, nice, good, thick mustache, protecting the upper lip from any schnotzicles that could come from it. Yarick looks over. What the fuck is this? Kurwa, my son, this bitch, the snatch. Casey looks over. What the fuck? It's like, what do you guys want to eat tonight? I got food.
Yeah, I guess whatever's the most agreeable to everyone. I'm not really looking to make a fuss.
I mean, is there anything actually decent here? We've been here for over a month now.
What do you mean, what the fuck? There's nothing to eat. We've got deer in the back.
Oh, great, another deer.
You don't like deer? What? You want to go eat grass? There's grass out there.
No, I'll take the deer, but it's not preferred.
He just
At least
gets
we
up and
have food.
he just gets up and he grabs his big butcher's blade. He's like, okay, let's take a look at this. He starts carving away. You see a gnomish woman sitting right beside her mastiff. She's has blue in hair and kind of like two little fun buns sticking out the back. She's wee, adorable, but because she's part of the Mastiff Battalion, has an air of she knows what she's doing. Having her short spear at her side, just kind of petting her Mastiff flare, looking over at her partner. Just like a halfling man. He's got a nice thick beard, balding head, couple of good scars that go right down the side. Obviously seen combat and battle, so to have an outpost that doesn't actually have a lot to do, it's pretty good. They're both just kind of generally chatting with each other. Little nothings and do-alls. Looks over. What? She looks over. When are we going to, you think we're going to do anything soon?
The
Anybody?
ship should be arriving at some point. I mean, that's all I know is it's coming. Can't tell you when, can't tell you why, but it's coming.
But the weight is killing me. I feel like I'm wasting away here. I could be helping others.
I mean, if General
Order to
Thatch...
wait. We need to be patient. It will be worth it in the end.
Usually General Thatch has great ideas, or at least listens to Freeman. Like, they sent us up here, and there's a good reason for it. I'd like all of you to make perception checks, please.
Just roll.
23.
10.
Mm.
Rolled a natural 1 on the new dice.
Oh, my
Oh
God.
no!
No.
The first roll?
Roll natural 1.
No.
You need a dice jail.
I very well might.
12 for perception.
Oh, wait, so what did you roll there, Miss Obsidian?
12.
12? All right. It's a quiet night. Same shit, same pile. And sometimes you get an owlbear that wanders in, and you guys amply defend yourselves, and you get yourself a nice owlbear flank, a nice hide, some feathers, some fur that goes with it. But generally, there's not a lot of predators around here. Or if they are, they're smart enough not to go near the fire. But overall, it's just a warm evening. Clear sky, moon is out, and you see it dappling over the waters. And as you're looking, you see the outline of a ship coming up and over.
Is that ours? Should
Sure
be.
hope so.
My lord? I'm not seeing things, am I?
I don't believe you are. That is a ship. I can't tell if it's ours or not. I can try and communicate with the captain and see if it's him. I'll
right.
send a message to the captain.
You send a message to the captain.
Yes, please.
All right. What do you say?
Captain, we see a ship on the horizon. We just wanted to confirm whether or not that's you coming into port.
You hear a very quick reply. Yep, that's us. I thought that was your encampment. Permission to come on shore.
Permission granted. Come aboard.
Roger that. And you hear Crumb go up. He dings the bell a couple of times. All right, boys. Time to start unpacking. We got to land this ship.
So much for sleep.
Good. We need spry people. Let's go. So the ship starts coming in, and the gangplank comes right out and off, lands onto the shore. And you're on a small shoal, and the way the cargo vessel kind of comes up, it kind of naturally floats onto what the sandbank would be. And you think, oh shit, now we're going to have to try and push this thing out. And then you come to the realization that, oh, there's a couple of runic inscriptions right at the bottom that seem to be glowing. You could probably push this thing out if you needed to. Like, real easily. Everybody starts unpacking. You see some of the crewmen start cluing up the sails and tying everything down, setting anchors. And it takes a couple of hours. Every one of you reunite with each other after months of not being able to be with each other. Given your positions of power and everything in the war, sometimes you'd go months without seeing each other, and sometimes it'd just be one person off doing their own thing under the orders of General Thatcher or any of the other generals. But it's nice to just meet up with everybody again.
Things pro. Gotten it. Okay.
I got it. How are you, Obsidian?
I'm fine. How was it?
Well, we had the beauty of a time taking this thing. Hope to get some use out of it before they miss it.
Not much happened here. I feel like Alluring is going to lose her mind any moment now. Poor
You
thing.
might be correct there, Obsidian.
In due time.
Treat me well.
I was getting a bit stir crazy myself.
I look forward to it.
Cobalt, are you still alive, old man?
God damn right I'm still alive. Wasted away here, just sitting around, but still kicking and punching. And, well, just kicking ass. You know how it is. Nice boat you got. How many did you kill to get this one? Bet you haven't beaten my record in one go yet.
Not keeping track of such things. You might want to talk to Ochre, though.
73.
Bullshit.
Ochre, make a deception check.
Total.
Cantankerous, make an insight check.
Oh no. Where is it? That.
Oh. 15.
Oh yeah, no 7.
Yeah, he's full of shit.
You mean to tell me you got halfway to my record? Bullshit. Well, at least you tried. It's always good to, lay down the law.
We had to keep busy somehow.
Oh, glad you kept busy. Anyways, what are we doing? Are we leaving soon? Please tell me we're leaving.
Veiled, you have orders from General Thatch that has been rolled up and pressed with a wax seal on it. It's a symbol of the white hand, but also the symbol of the revolution itself. It's a sphere that encompasses the hand with little shines of radiance that goes out behind it. It hasn't been cracked. You've been told not to open it until all of the access has been put together. You're muted.
We're all here, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna pull it out and find a table around somewhere and just kind of beckon everyone over.
The way the camp is set up is now that everybody's out and going, you see some of the crew putting tents up, but the colors that have been here have a war tent already set up and ready to go. Just as general meetings go on and boredom, and sometimes the nights get rainy and cold, so they bring everything inside. And as much as it's a war tent, it's very much ramshackle. Try and keep it organized, but let's just be honest. When you're bored, sometimes you just can't not want to do anything. There's a table set up there and a couple of lanterns that are set up onto the supporting posts that hold up what seems to be like a giant circus tent of I can't words right now, canvas. You lay it down on there and you crack it.
Mm-hmm.
You scroll it open and it's this very thick and expensive parchment. It has a seal that I just told you about. As you do, you open it right up. And in it says, "To the Revolutionary Access. We have had information from the Silver Requiem that Baron Yothath will be in Onver. And there are reports of a top secret project that they have invested interest in. Master Tactician Haas has determined that any project that the Baron has personal interest in would be of great threat to the revolution. I want you to head in and dismantle this project by any means necessary. We presume with the prediction that the project is probably in the antechamber of the castle Onver. Alluring Amethyst should have information on the routes into the castle and possible threats analyzed. If there's any trouble, Crom Tuskrat will provide a way for you to get out. Speak to him, and he will inform you with all of your needs. I've kept this a secret because I don't know how many ears we have listening in on myself or others. I've suggested moving with speed and precision, as I've come to expect of you all. General Thatch."
Well, I sent the Ballbuster Brigade ahead months ago. Well, what feels like months ago. And I've not heard anything back from them, so I don't have any information, unfortunately.
Are you sure they're not just drunk?
That's very likely, knowing the group.
During this time of the revolution, the Ballbuster Brigade, yes, as much as they are a ragtag chaos crew of their own right, have been known to pull some very miracle-esque maneuvers. They may do things by shooting by the hip, but they've always pulled through. You normally don't have a doubt when you send them ahead.
It's strange that I've not heard from them. I've tried messaging, I've sent others after them. Nothing.
Think they've gotten caught, do we?
Maybe?
That doesn't seem like them.
No, but we should have heard something by now, too.
Obsidian, you work with the Ballbuster Brigade. Where do you think they could be? What do you think may have happened?
Who knows what could have happened to them? Honestly, have mercy on whoever did capture them. They probably need to stay silent. Could be. You never know what the others have on hand. You probably don't want to get caught in another means of mental connection. Something could be hindering the connection. It's not the first we ran into this. You should know, Amethyst, that there can be things that can interfere with the connection of the mind. And sometimes messages in between are not always the most capable to make it to delivering.
So should we be factoring in a possible rescue to our plan then?
It seems so.
I guess we can't sit around waiting too long.
Now that all of you
No.
are here together, I'd like for you to describe yourselves.
Who's Charles?
Go for it. I can go first. So, Unyielding Jade is a 7-foot tall brass dragonborn. Plated in adamite armor, carries a giant axe with an eye that's always kind of watching. But if you look at his scales, you can see scales popped out, scratches, like he's been in several battles.
Next to Jade, you see another tall figure, a darker figure. She is also 7 foot tall. She has a very ghastly look to her, always wearing this smooth black mask and helmet that has red fangs at the bottom around the jawline. She also is wearing a dark cloak that seems to shimmer almost in and out like two phasing figures in a way at times when she wants, or it can just be a velvety cloak. Seems like it is a pelt of some creature, a dark creature. Underneath is dark black armor, adamantine as well, but of a different make, some with unique markings on it. Her shield seems to match that armor as well, with dark metal, some gold trim, and then an obsidian glass stone in the center of that shield. Sheath at her side is a dark sword. And she's always watching, but you don't know where she's looking.
She wears her sunglasses at night.
I wear my dark helmet at night.
Veiled, take 1 point of psychic damage.
It begins.
Guys, this is super serious.
Veiled is a graying half-orc, pale greenish skin. Stands roughly 5'11", 5'10", somewhere in there. It's hard to tell. He's not usually standing completely straight up. Claw marks down the side. or you would assume there to be claws at least, of one of his eyes. Eyes a bit grayish, with a hint of blue still there, reminiscent of his other eye, which is a fairly vivid blue. One tusk broken partially off, with serpentine scales on his armor. And he's fairly quiet. Looks like he's starting to get on a little bit in age, but not too far yet.
Alluring in the war chamber, at least, appears as a changeling. She shifts forms depending on where she is. But in the war room right now, she has long silver hair. Her skin roughly the same color with white eyes, no pupils, nothing, just pure white. She wears a dark cloak with purple lining underneath, shining and shimmering. There's not a finger on her hand that isn't covered in rings, and she wears necklaces upon necklaces, bracelets, always well put together. 2 daggers sit on her belt. And she stands tall at 5'5", but carries herself high. She knows she commands the room every time she speaks.
Cobalt is a not so tall, I guess, 6-foot human. Kind of 70-year-old human man, balding with a big white bushy beard. As the name states, he's quite cantankerous, doesn't really like taking any guff from anyone, and he's very much willing to put fists to anyone who thinks otherwise. He's just wearing kind of like a grayish blue shirt, no armor, just wrapped hands ready to fight that are also blue. But he does have a yellow belt and 2 yellow satchels on either side. And yeah, he's just an old fart, just along for the ride. Yeah.
You guys are having this conversation. In the background, you're hearing the general sense of things getting unloaded, fresh supplies. You hear Yarrick, oh, look at this, everybody is here. I like this. Oh, come in. You just, like, out in the background, you just see him, like, pick up a crate by himself as 2 people are, like, trying to hoist it. He just, okay, let's go. Puts it on his shoulder, walks with it. Cassie right behind them. Just goes, he turns around. No, get the food. We need people to feed here. Go, get the deer.
Just don't cook the shit out of it this time.
Corvo, what the fuck? Well done is the only way you eat this.
Well done, my ass. It's poorly done.
What? I told you getting up and making food yourself.
Well,
We work as team here.
there's no saving what you do to that poor animal.
What I do is artistry. What you do is crap.
That crap is edible. That's all I can say.
Only to the pigs are back at home.
Oh, you want to lay down, Sonny?
All right, old man, save it for the enemy.
You haven't had to eat this shit day after day.
You'd be surprised the shit I've ate.
It's,
Oh.
Cassie just comes in and kind of like stands in between. He comes up to you, cantankerous.
You know I don't understand that.
I am sorry for my friend.
Okay, well, I'm glad I taught you that much.
He turns around. Glam
Isn't
and
that bad?
Glam and Lorem are helping out with the unloading, and you see the general revelry kind of coming through. These people have been working with each other for a while, and the fact that like everybody's kind of getting together kind of warrants a big feast coming out. So, but as that's happening, you see a couple of the crewmen coming out, Waz, Wes, Felith, and Hope. They're all bringing out these big barrels. They're giant oaken casks. They lay it on the ground. Let's drink. It's a good night.
That's more like it.
Anybody else in? You see Captain Hobart come up. Yeah, let's do it. We all need something. Colors, come on.
Yeah, count me in.
I'll take a hangover for the road.
And we lost that shit.
All right, just one.
That's what you always say.
Yeah,
One.
This time I mean it.
yeah, that's what you said the other time too.
As the casks
Like
get
glass.
cracked, plugged, and you see a bunch of mugs starting to come out. Yarik and Cassie are just like, they're full on ready for this moment. Just like, boom, sets up a table right beside. You start pouring. One of the barrels actually has a really nice wine. It's very sweet, but has a nice flavor, like berry flavor palette to it. It goes down smoothly, way too smoothly. The other one cracks. You take a sniff of it. It's like, oh, that is pungent. You take a little taste sip of it, and it's like, oh wow, oaken flavors. There's a nice smoke to it. It's a nice whiskey. Jeez, wait, dwarven brand. Ooh, it's rare to find a good dwarven whiskey these days. So the fact that you've got one ready at hand is ready to go. It starts sweet. It kind of starts burning on the way down, but as soon as it hits the stomach, you feel the warmth just overtake the body, and it's a pleasant feeling. Then the other two, they get cracked open. It's really heady. It comes out almost amber-like, and you realize it's an ale. Shit. Good floral notes of hops and wheat coming through, and a little too bitter. It's almost like an IPA, but at this point, you're willing to drink anything.
Would it be an FPA? Falskallan Pale Ale?
Notes that down for later.
Say, I didn't know there was Indian.
Fine.
For most
I said it was like, it isn't. Okay, you're rolling for that. I'm getting no sass from the peanut gallery this night.
Sass has
Yeah,
been
the
started, my
chat.
friend.
Nah, but the drinks start going, and you see people starting to revel. A couple of lutes come out, and a little hand drum just starts up and going. The songs are coming through. I'd like all of you to make perception checks, please.
Any chance of my using my ears for this?
Well, I mean, yes.
Yay, I get advantage. Blood Hunter.
So 25.
Some advantage that was.
21.
16.
15.
26.
4.
9. I had more than one.
And during Ochre, you start hitting the alcohol, and it starts hitting you back. You realize you haven't eaten a lot of food in the last couple days. The stresses of everything and the boredom of it all.
It's whiskey infused bananas.
I can't remember what I'm drinking.
That's still a banana.
But
I know
the
where
rest
it's at. Fine.
the rest of y'all, you look around, and it's still very quiet. it, the air of paranoia being close to the major city of Anver, it's kind of scary. You don't know if you're going to be found out. You've heard rumors of dreadstalkers coming around, and sometimes the Griffin riders are known to have been flying overhead, but you haven't seen anything in the last month, and you're pretty sure that you're safe, given that you've spent a lot of time camouflaging your camp and making sure that this wouldn't happen. And especially you, Alluring, because this is kind of your nature to hide, especially in plain sight. You know what people expect to see. And allowing yourselves to relax for a moment might seem difficult, but it might just be worth it. It's been a long war. It's been a long time since you guys been together. Some revelries are writing in. You guys are looking around and thinking, and you hear the laughter of Yarik in the background. He just stands up and he like kind of gives like a back pat to Hobart, and you see the guy, like, Hobart's a pretty solid looking man. Yarik makes him look like a child when he pushes him, just like come, let us eat. Let us eat. Let's drink. We got food. Sit by the fire. We got music. Let's play. So the two half pint races sit with their mastiffs, just sitting with each other, and they're kind of like snuggling in on themselves, enjoying a nice meal. Alluring, you had noticed this forming relationship and friendship happening over the month, specifically you, because you're so used to seeing people, especially, well, as well as cantankerous. Although I don't know if you've approved of it or not.
What? Love is beautiful.
Yarik and Kasi are both just like arguing over what piece of meat gets served to who and how well done it gets, which is always well done.
Killed it a second time.
You see Crom just kind of walk off the ship. He's looking around. He's always been a prickly bastard. So the idea of fun coming out of him never really never crossed your minds. He goes over, sniffs, grabs the whiskey, starts pouring it, starts drinking it, goes over to Yark. This. And he just takes a knife, he slices a good chunk off the haunch. It's like grabs it by his hand, just starts like half chewing while drinking the whiskey. I assumed you guys have gotten your orders.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. Alluring, any updates?
None from the Ballbuster Brigade. None from the general. We head to Oliver.
We'll do that in the morning. If that's the case, you haven't heard anything from them.
No.
Give it a second. He says, give me a second. He puts the whiskey down. He opens up one of the books and he has the piece of meat. Just flips through, lays the book down, grabs the piece of meat out, starts carving runic symbols out of the air. Felix, where are you? You've been quiet for too long. We're all here waiting. Report. They're not too far. They've been saying they've been keeping quiet because they've been followed a couple of times.
That's what I thought.
What was that?
Okay.
I didn't hear that.
That's what I thought.
I can tell Luring's a little peeved by the fact that they got back to the captain and not to her. She just continues sipping on her wine, pulls out a playing card set, flicks through the playing cards while drinking the wine.
As this
His
go-
eyes are just looking between the two behind the mask. You don't tell him. I'm just like,
yeah, and like you get the sense like Crom definitely picks it up that you're kind of peeved. He just looks over. He doesn't even acknowledge it, but he just kind of half stares you down, and then goes back to doing his thing. The rest of the crew is very much playing like they're playing around. They're like a couple games of like, just horseplay wrestling, just kind of like tests of strength. The other two are playing on the instruments, the lutes, just strumming a really nice melodic tune, while the other one is kind of just following the rhythm with a hand drum. Kind of has like the what is it? The Irish double hit. Just
Boron, yeah.
Yeah, that. Yeah, and it's a real festive and revelrous night. Yara goes up to Obsidian. He's like, "You don't take the helmet off even when you eat. What the heck? I don't ask after a month of doing this, but now that everyone's here, what do you do?"
I eat. And she takes like a piece and just lifts a little bit and then goes within and just.
You Spider-Man chimichanga this shit.
It is good. Food is food.
Okay, food is food.
Well,
Whatever. You do your thing. Go over what the fuck. Is it okay?
Yes, leave me alone. There's more.
Yeah. What are you guys up to?
Keeping an eye on Garnet and Ochre to make sure they don't get too rowdy.
I've actively set up a dartboard against one of the tankards. Just if there's a hole that's a little bit too deep, there's gonna have to be somebody under it drinking it. So
See, I know I shouldn't take up that offer, as he hefts up his heavy crossbow, but cranks it back and loads a bolt.
no. Still darts. Like take one of these. It's still darts.
Every time I actually try to have fun.
Glam shoots a yell across the thing. She's sitting there with her mastiff. Do it! Do it! We want to show.
Who are either of us to refuse, right?
Hear that?
Make an attack roll, please.
One.
We get to see if taking crossbow mastery was a good idea. Oh, that was a good idea. With a 12 modifier, that is a 23.
Sir.
How much have you been drinking at this point? Let's be honest.
He's had a few. He's mainly been hitting the whiskey, but has been trying to space them at least.
Okay, give me a second. So you've been drinking for about an hour now. You've give me a Constitution check.
Sure thing. Nat 1.
Oh.
There it goes.
Here we go.
So this is how this is going to work out. I'm going to do this. Poosh! You perfectly nail the whiskey barrel. Dead center in the cork. And the bolt, as much as it's like it's a heavy crossbow bolt, the cork actually is like it's a pretty thick thing. It goes full turkey for a second.
Would you see anyone make that sober?
I suppose not.
The best part was it was through a couple of the people doing the play wrestling. So just the fact that it's just like they're about to like do the head on head like full on Greco-Roman grapple. Hey, what the fuck?
Sorry. All right, time to sober up.
And lesser restoration.
Get back at it, boys.
Yeah. See, you do that, and it keeps me drinking. That's the problem. You never let me learn.
What's the point of friendship at that point, right? What's everybody else up to?
I think Jade would get in on the wrestling.
All right,
Scene.
let's do this. All right, so how much you been drinking at this point?
Probably a fair bit. Been a while since he's had a drink, so.
Right on. Okay. So make a I want everybody to make Constitution saving throws for who are actually drinking, and to a point where alcohol would be quite effective.
19.
19. Okay. Veiled.
Veiled is probably gonna just be sipping on one, maybe two drinks. You still want one for that?
No.
Okay.
That's fine. You get a light buzz, and it's nice, but
He's
you're riding that.
He's a slow drinker.
I hate those people.
Taking in the air and outdoors and
Why?
everything, just kind of sipping every now and then.
God damn it! I'm not, because I've already drank these two.
I mean, I don't drink at all, so.
I wish I could drink fast. I just can't gulp. I don't understand how it works.
All right, Cantankerous, you in on this?
Oh, goddamn right I am. I ain't no sissy. I got 27.
There's no cacao.
I'm sorry. I thought we were drinking.
All right, there's that. Okay, you're fine.
Damn
Fine.
Great.
Years of being a grizzled bastard done things to your body.
I am zen as fuck on the inside.
Miss Amethyst.
She's definitely had one or two. She's not had many. She's waiting for people to get really drunk so she can just start walking around and pickpocketing things and hoping people don't notice. And if they do, being like, "Oh, it was a magic trick. Here you go."
Oh, you're one of those bastards.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, if you're doing slow sipping, it's same as
Mhm.
Veiled, then don't need to worry about it. Obsidian,
I'm not drinking.
you're not drinking? Okay. And Okra.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oprah.
He said 11.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't pick that up.
He was
I'm just
thinking.
like-
I thought like you were really thinking.
Stare down.
I'm just,
At least it was double digits.
I'm on the edge of my seat. What is he gonna say?
yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, the amount you're drinking, you're pretty much as enamored as inebriated as Garnet
Not anymore.
was. All right, so Jade, you're getting up and you're feeling pretty fine and strong and boisterous. You coming on in?
Yeah. Come on. Let's go.
And the both of them look at each other and it's like, 2 versus 1.
Hey, I wasn't going to get larger. I was going to stay the size.
2 versus 1.
All right, let's go.
And you guys start wrestling. So I would like for you to make a general strength check, and I'm going to roll mine. Okay. What'd you get?
Check. That would be 15.
15? All right. Well, I got a 12 and a 7. These guys are tired and also quite inebriated as well, but you're holding your own versus 2 people, and it's quite impressive just to see like a brass scaled dragonborn. It's brass, right? Okay, I was right on that one. Just to be like, you know, you're not wearing your armor. You're just kind of like wearing the light tunic underneath. And you're just like, whoa, boom. You take one of their heads and you just kind of like use it as control for the other one to try and get around. And it's like, nope, you don't do that. And you do that. You throw them off to the side. You grab the other one. You throw them in on the other.
Just cracks his neck. Come on. That all you got?
They come at it again. Okay, go.
17.
17. Again, you're making quick work of these people. Your years of training and just understanding how bodily mechanics work, especially when twisting and turning them into positions that a body shouldn't. You easily just like, oh, this is easy. One hand comes up, you kind of flip them around, almost judo throw them, while the other one you look up, kind of like give a half headbutt. You lean your shoulder into it, so it's not so much as a full blown hit. And you do that, and you see the other guy like topple over, hit the ground. I'm done. And the other one, yeah, I'm done too.
Anyone else?
That's not fair, Jade. They don't know better.
No, we know better. We just wanted to try.
Get an A for effort.
Watch and learn. I walk up. All right.
Gonna sidle on over to Veiled and go, I've got 20 gold on obsidian.
I
You're
need
on.
some exercise anyway.
All right, so I would like for the both of you to make contested strength checks, please.
Okay.
Oh no. It's only a 9.
Oh, yes. That's math. 22.
Okay.
As you guys start standing off with each other, you see the crowd kind of going around, and you start hearing little chirps and like not chirps, but just like the little nickerings of people, just like, oh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? These two are legendary with their fighting skills. Okay, let's do this. Yeah. You guys stand up and square off. You kind of do like the dance where you're kind of like you're sizing each other up, and it's as much as you've not practiced with each other, you still know each other's moves enough to be like, okay, they do this, you can do this, you do this. And it just becomes the mental game of it all. Obsidian goes in for a quick feint, and Jade falls for it. He starts going in for the move. Quick counter.
You know better than that.
You do a couple quick palm strikes, just hitting the rib, just enough to hurt, but enough to make a point. 1, 2, and you throw him off to the side.
All right. I should know better by now.
I should have known better.
How's your stomach? Pace yourself.
Oh, you think I'm done?
Oh, of course not.
He's gonna charge her again.
Okay, so you're going in for a charge? All right, you're going in for a charge. Again, contested strength checks, please.
Come on, Jade, get that angel of death.
18.
19.
Oh! So this time, you try and pull the same feint just to see if he falls for it. And he doesn't. Obsidian, you do it again. And he's like, okay, perfect. I know exactly how you're going to do this. You go in quickly for the same strike. He blocks down. He goes in for a quick jab straight into the chest. You're like, no, grab. Full blown grab. You do the whole like knuckle thing where you just kind of like overpower. And it's almost like contested how close it is. And you're just like, oh.
My gauntlet has claws.
Yeah.
Careful.
So now, Jade, you're basically on one knee and you're having like your hand being twisted down. You're trying to like go in for more flailing attacks, but your arm, as much as you've got the reach, she's got the good block on it.
All right, you win this time.
It's payback for the last time.
That's true. I think we
You
got
win
carried away
some.
last time.
When you got bigger, that became an issue. You know that is just not fair.
Hey, you've taken me down at least once in that form.
Yeah, dude, I had to pull out some of the other stops.
This makes it more fun.
You made me shroud. Lord. Now, are you a little bit more sober?
That's some good exercise. Now I'm hungry. He's gonna go get some food now.
All right. The deer has been roasting, and at this point, it's starting to get like that nice crisp. Yada Casey actually had at this point just kind of just ran a spit right through it and set it right on top of the nice fire, the bonfire that's going. So they're kind of just doing the rotisserie, continually just taking turns rotating it and making sure it gets a nice cook going all the way through. Is anybody else interested in doing something?
I think while all the chaos is kind of going on, Luring finds a dark spot, just kind of disappears into it for a second.
Like
And to anyone that's actually looking at her, you see her shape start to change, sort of Mystique vibes. And she shifts into Cantankerous Cobalt's form. And she takes on his form and just starts walking around and just reaching in pockets of really drunk people.
Okay, first, I would like for you to make a stealth check.
Yeah. Where's my stealth? That's 18 plus 14, so 32.
Yeah, you're pretty damn sure that yeah, you got away with no problem and your form shift was not noticed by anybody.
Yep.
And now make a sleight of hand.
That is a 13.
13?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you pickpocketing?
Just some of the crew. None
Some
of
of
the colors, because I know the colors too well. I know what they have on them.
I just imagine Cantankerous Cobalt pickpocketing himself. Just looking at it like,
How much did I have to drink?
Right.
Okay, so you see was this younger man. He's kind of brownish of skin, kind of trying to grow a wispy beard, but can't for the life of him. He's beautiful hazel eyes, but at this point, you kind of see like he's got the glaze going on, kind of just like going back and forth. You go in to reach for the pocket, and he's like slaps your hand away. Hey, what man? Don't you even do that to me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And then I just kind of stumble away as Cobalt.
Make a deception check, please.
Please tell me that's the voice.
I can't mock voice as well. That is a 34.
Jesus Christ.
Huh?
Yeah, that's a convincing Cobalt.
Very charismatic.
Next time I do that, old man, you do that to me, old man. And you know what? I don't even care. I see what you do in a fight. I don't even want to be a part of it.
How drunk is Cobalt at this time?
Not?
Not? Oh yeah, because you weren't drinking? Oh, I can't
No,
remember.
I'm just have the constitution of an ox.
Oh, that's right. I forgot the rules.
Now, granted, that was a 1, so
27 1.
yeah,
And out like a light.
yeah actually, that's
Like yep, Cobalt in the recliner.
old man sleeping.
Your
Hands are on buttons there.
your natural resistance to a good scotch didn't come in handy this time.
Yeah.
No. Oh,
Oh, 8 o'clock came around.
Time to put the game show network on. You just hear the background.
It's
The
too
night-
real. Like grandpa.
The night goes on and you see everybody starting to fade. It's beautiful that there's some revelry going on and some tomfoolery. Some people still being shits, but nonetheless just enjoying the time together. Eventually, one by one, people start heading out to bed, going in for a good night's rest. And with that, the morning comes by. You see that a couple of the people had been staying up and you didn't need to take any sort of watch because it was already done for you all. In the morning, alluring, you get a message. Coming in hot.
I recognize the voice.
It's Felix. And I'm sorry.
Just rolls her eyes. Doesn't say anything back. I'll let the rest of the callers know as they're waking up and we're gathering for breakfast that the Ballbuster Brigade is on their way.
You guys wake up to an early morning roasted crisp deer.
Leftovers.
And a couple of greens that have been brought out with the supplies on the ship. And it's a nice thing. You're just sitting there eating, and all you hear in the background, and you hear Cassie just starting to like go a little, not crazy, but raise his voice and try. It seems like he's trying to get your attention.
Hey,
Yes.
what?
Yeah, Yarik comes over. He's saying that the people are coming. They looks like people. Your people.
You got me excited there for a second. Thought we were about to kick some ass.
With that, you start seeing one by one the members of the Ballbuster Brigade start popping in. You see a dwarf with like a mid-sized beard, a couple braids going down the side of the head there, but with like a nice ponytail in the back. He's wearing scale mail with a nice warhammer on the backside. You see an elf with flourished what is it? Frosted tips is what I'm going for. Wearing this long, like black overcoat. He's running the edgelord style hard.
Oh, Oh.
You see a drow with blonde facial hair and blonde, or like a pure white, like long hairstyle going in, very wearing leathers and darker colors coming in. You see a gnomish woman. She's wearing this very heavy plated armor, like a mace strapped to her side, nice vibrant red hair up in like a fun bun right in the backside. He's like, "Hi, everybody. We're back. Sorry, we haven't said anything." And Felix looks over to Orlering. I'm sorry. And Crom gets up. It's about time. Into the war room now. See the rest of them like look up, like, whoa, they were not expecting Crom to be there. It seemed like Felix didn't tell him that the second in command was at the camp. So you guys lead up into the war room. And you're all standing in around the table. And the Ballbuster Brigade comes in. And Felix pipes up. Once again, I'm sorry that we had to be quiet and alluring. I know you don't like silences, but we had to be sure. And when we heard Crom, I had to really break the silence on that one.
Understood.
But we've been through Onver for the last month, and the thing is, there seems to be a lot of angst going on right now. We've been charged to try and find ways to get into the castle, and we've come up with 2 solutions for you, and we've scattered them out a little bit. Not fully, but we know people within the town that'll actually that'll help you out. As Sabric comes up. Yeah. So the thing is, you're not gonna like either of them. One of them is in an old tunnel that has been abandoned. It looks like it was one of those natural escape tunnels for if the castle was ever attacked.
Mhm.
But it seemed to be long abandoned, and it's outside of Ashhorn's Hollow, just outside the city gates. So you'll be able to get in, and you'd have to go through the forest. At that point, the forest is kind of active right now. But at that point, how do I say this? If you go through the sewers, it's gonna stink quite terribly.
No sewers.
But the thing is, to get to the sewers, you're probably gonna have to hit the waterways first, because that's gonna be right in the middle of town. So that shit might be a good way of getting right into the center. It's a quicker route.
Can we use that as our exit plan?
Prom steps in. No, I am your exit plan. He takes off this. He shows this necklace that comes out of his robe. He cracks it. Rail, here. Hands it to you. You're the only person I can really trust with this. No offense to the rest of you.
Kind of eyeball Garnet and Ochre.
Next time, I swear, only one.
This will allow me to teleport to you at will, but you only use it when it is safe to do so. Bringing me into the middle of the enemy's territory is a very dangerous move, but I can get you out quickly.
Understood.
Tobias comes in. We were drawing out some maps here, and I wanted you guys to see both of these. Who takes them?
I'll take one.
I'll nab another.
All right, you take them both. You open them up. They're very childish drawings, and you're not making heads, tails of them all. I drew them myself. I wanted to really make sure that I was a part of this too.
Evidently.
You see Alabel. Tobias. Don't worry. We made maps of our own. Sabrik comes out. Like, these are like the actual ones that I drew.
Thanks, Brack.
Appreciates it.
You open them up, and they're actually professionally drawn maps, and thoroughly like nice cross hatching, some shading done in there. You tell that he takes pride in his cartography.
I'm gonna hold up the one that Sabrak gave us and
Yeah.
hold up the one that Tobias gave us and just be like, does this fit in here? Does this, like, just trying to figure out what he drew.
And Sabrik just comes up. Just let him have his fun. He needs to feel important too. It was kind of bored. You know, all he was drinking and, well, talking to horses. Alibal comes up. So there's a lot of unrest going on in the town. It seems that tieflings and humans are being taken for no rhyme or reason. You don't know why. As you start hearing this, Obsidian, you get like a little twinge at the back of your neck. This feeling. You've been feeling really off for the last couple months, and you don't know why. Yeah, they seem to be nabbing people off the streets, and so we don't know where they're taking them. We assume it's the castle, given our orders, but yeah. And now there's a shanty town right across the river from Ashhorn's Hollow being started to be built up. They're calling it Felscorn's Crook. It's housing a lot of bitterness and just there's not a lot of happy people there. It's like, if you're worried about, we've been thinking about this for the last month, but if you wanted to, you could set off a mini revolution within the town that might draw the guards away, give you guys a straighter shot in. Now, we don't know which route you want to take, but either way, it's probably going to be fraught with danger.
Only tieflings and humans. All ages, gender, anything specific.
No.
It's just all.
Felix pipes in. Well, the thing is, it's everyone. Anybody of those two races. Well, they have the ability to take all the family, but they only take one person. We don't know why.
That's weird. It's just weird.
That's what we thought. It's exactly what we thought too. But at this point, if people are being taken, there's probably a reason for it.
Too specific.
Is there any chance that, like, through my work, I might, have any inkling of groups or patrons that would want specifically humans and tieflings?
Are you talking like deity beings or
Deities, cults that worship them, things like that?
I mean, there have been rumors that because tieflings are relatively new to the world, that the rumors is they're the devil spawn. So if you ever have a whole bunch of them together, they could summon something out. But it's only been rumors. It's one of those like it's fairly racist. But that's kind of it, really. We don't know what's going on within that, within the castle. But we've been careful. So, sorry we came in late. Alluring, please forgive us.
I understand the importance of your mission. It just would have been nice to have some communication.
We were followed a couple times, and no thanks to Tobias and Tobias. What? I didn't think it was rude to eat with my foot. My hands were
Eating
dirty
used
and
for
my
a
feet
few
were
things,
clean.
but not eating. No.
Look at the
Just-
4. It is nice to see you 4 again.
Obsidian, wait. He's like, Tobias almost goes in for a hug and is like, wait, there's people here. And kind of just stands stiffly.
I take his hand and just bring his hand to like the red fangs as a good kiss.
Kind of blushes a little bit. But, yeah, but, right. I don't know what route you're taking. But know that if you take one, we'll probably get the other one and make a distraction.
I mean, they've
What's-
earned the sewers at this point, right? No? Nobody?
His sewers are fine. I will go where you
Says the one with the mask.
go.
Prefer to stay out of the sewers myself, but if that's what everyone wants, I guess that's where route we can take.
I'm not opposed to the forest. Feel rather at home there. I'd rather not spark a mini revolution if we don't have to. Don't want to put anyone else in danger.
But don't they deserve the reason? Don't they deserve to fight if they want to?
Aye, if they want to, but can they?
Can they is the problem. We can
I
let
feel
them
it.
fight, but don't let them just run into a slaughter.
Well, here's the thing. Felix steps in. They're kind of itching for a fight.
Do they
They're-
know how to fight?
That's debatable. We haven't actually seen them fight, but they're itching for something. If we sparked something. You're right. You're putting innocent people in the guidelines, but then they're also they want this too.
What kind of equipment have they got?
It's a shanty town. It's makeshift.
Did the ship come with any equipment we can drag along?
Yeah, there's been some arms that came with it. You kind of like took over an elven cargo ship, so it kind of came with basic because it was more food, but there were just a basic arms out in the quartermaster's sections. Not a
enough
lot.
Not enough to make them stand against the trained soldiery of the barony. I'm against it. We're supposed to protect those folks. If they want to fight, once we've cleared this, afterwards they can train with us and do it proper. I'm not throwing them against spears.
Agreed.
Alabel sticks in. Well, we can still spark a mini revolution, or at least a little ghost hunt, goose chase. Cause some commotion, not pin it to anybody, but just start doing a lot. We have a couple people that are started a mini resistance down there. They're kind of armed, so we could head into the sewers there and figure it out.
We should still ruffle feathers where we can. That's... We've lost too many times by not making a ruckus.
Sabrak steps in. The thing about the forest route is you will be concealed. And, well, also I've marked the locations of the huts that allow you to get into these tunnels. The thing is, These are old tunnels, and I noticed that they are kind of trapped. Old wards. I looked at them. I tried getting Felix to look at them, but he wasn't getting nothing out of it. So but the thing is, you will not have any guards looking over your back.
Like that.
Sounds good to me.
I think that's the best route for us.
All right. And you see Crom look up. Then it's settled. You guys will take the forest route. Head up and do all that. Ballbuster Brigade. You'll take the deliverance. I'll set up Captain Hobart with everything else. Get your crew ready. And Hobart looks over. Yes, sir. I'm going to stay here, and I'm going to wait for your signal. When it's like I said, break it when you know it's safe, and I will get you out. And if you need help with anything that's in there, don't do it while there's enemies around. Understood? Good. You have your orders. Be safe. We don't need you killed.
Okay, let's get at it.
Everybody breaks off and starts getting everything prepped and prepared. How are you guys prepping?
Hmm.
Just gathering all my stuff.
I imagine I'm still packed from the ship.
How many people have potions? How many potions do people have? Who
Three
has-
greater and one superior?
3 greater, 1 superior.
I don't know. I have a bunch.
Yep.
All right.
Three.
So you guys are setting, you guys are prepping all of that. With the day ahead of you, it's early morning. It's a bit colder, a little bit misty and rainy. And so the ground is wet. Makes it good for moving stealthily. You guys look forward and you start walking into the forest. And with that, we're going to take a 5-minute break because all that water's starting to go to me.
Way to
All
keep
right.
hydrated.
Yep. I've kept myself well lubricated, way too much lubricated. But we'll be back in 5 minutes' time, people. So we'll see you then. Please stick around and we'll be right there.
Oh, we gotta hydrate.
Yeah, we'll do it later.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Welcome, everybody. We got to hydrate before we had decided to come back. So, to everybody, cheers to the revolution.
The revolution.
To the hope that you survive.
Yay, I'm not the copyright claim magnet this time.
Disney can't handle this shit. Yes, they can.
Lin Man, why?
Lin Man, too much man. All right. But with that, welcome back, everybody. Let's get this under the road. So before the group decides to go, Veiled has a preparation he needs to do.
I would like to provide a hero's feast for the 7 of us, the Ballbuster Brigade, and the helmsman of the ship.
Excellent. So you take the time to cast that. You expend a chalice of 1,000 gold's worth of quality to it. It is sad to see something shriveled and go away, but as it does, you start doing the incantations and seeing the metal start rusting and the gems starting to pop off. But as they do, they start forming into a beautiful table with this beautiful cutlery coming out, tablecloths veiled right over this beautiful red with golden filigree embroidery that swirls and carves and goes right in. It has all your facets of personality that goes in with it as well. And all the food that comes out is absolutely delicious and beautiful. It's savory, and it doesn't matter what it looks like because it all tastes palatably beautiful. Everyone sits and eats and enjoys a meal together. And roll for the health bonus. I believe it's 2d10.
Yes.
Oh, thank God, some real food, finally.
Agreed. Something other than goddamn deer or owlbear for once.
Everyone
Charcoal.
gains 15 health to their maximum
Nice.
health.
For their max health.
Yep, that is
Yes.
that is temporary, but right?
No, it,
Or
it
is it-
extends your maximum health by that much for 24
Right.
hours.
Oh,
Nice. Excellent. And you are immune to poison sphere.
Immune to poison and fear.
Yeah,
Cured of all diseases and poisons, so if anyone has a hangover, they don't anymore.
Yeah. Some of you are feeling rough, but not anymore.
An advantage
the
on
respiration.
wisdom saving throws.
Perfect. You guys get that food and you split. Everybody splits off. The Ballbuster Brigade waves goodbye as Captain Hobart and Ewan Throach take the helm and lead the ship Deliverance up the Samden into Omver. You guys head off into the forest. I would like all of you to make survival checks, please.
Ooh, as we enter as well, I'm going to pull up the hood of my cowl, and though the blood that dyed it is long dried, you can see camouflaging patterns start to swirl about it, almost as though it were a cloak of elven kind.
Oh, natural 20.
Nice.
me as well.
I keep on surviving.
With a
18.
18.
with a plus 10, that's 12.
That's 12. Right. 11.
14.
Jade? Oh, buddy. You're walking through the forest, and there's a lot of old old growth through here. So you see oaks with roots tangled and gnarled going all the way through. Maples, a couple of birches. It's almost thick, but it isn't. You guys are weaving through it, no problem. And as you start moving further and further ahead, you're almost lose direction a couple times, but a couple of you are like, no, this is the direction. Obsidian, as you know the direction of Onver, you're feeling this draw, and you don't know why. And it's within the direction. It gets stronger every time you make a step forward. And it's not obsessiveness, but it's taking a lot of your mental mind, your fortifications. Heading forward into the forest, how do you guys proceed? What do
By
you guys do?
hydrating.
Another hydrate?
Another.
No.
Gotta lubricate. Keep the joints working.
Yeah. But what do you guys?
Move quietly.
Yeah.
You want
Stealthily.
to try and move stealthily within?
Stealth,
All right.
stealth.
Everybody, make a stealth check, please.
I'm good at those.
Oh.
Woohoo!
9.
16.
Man, my second roll was a natural 20 and stuff, but I got the Spanish, so a 3.
Oh,
10.
11.
Dirty 20.
nice. Jade?
You're muted.
Oh, 13.
13. Some of you take to stealthing quite naturally, living within the forests and understanding how the growth and thatches work, especially in the bit of the moisture that's coming right through. Others are having a harder time trying to keep their footing because the ground is wet and such. It's kind of a disparity between the two. But generally, you guys are moving at somewhat of a slower pace, just trying to keep subdued and whatnot. The further you start moving into Onver territory, you see this fog that is rolling right through, and it's billowing through the trunks of the trees and kind of just holding itself there. It's given the time of day that it is right now and the fact that it's been raining and colder weather has been coming through with a warm front that came up, the fog is not uncommon. It just seems unfortunate that you kind of run into it. But with the survival checks that you made before, you're figuring this out that, okay, we can still go this direction and know what we're doing. And how soon this goes. But you start moving forward, hours go by, and this fog is starting to get real thick. It's almost like you can't really see much outside of 20 foot of your vision.
If I can, I'd like to keep my ears open for anything moving that's not us.
Yes. I'd like for you to make a perception check, please.
Thank you. All right.
I would
bartender
like to give him
teaching.
guidance on that.
Oh, thank you. It's an extra D4, right?
Yes.
All right. Ooh, that's more like it. All right. That brings it to a 23.
23.
Yep.
You're hearing the sounds of the forest go around, and the further closer you're moving towards your target, the less noise is coming through. And it seems like things are getting quieter, and then all you hear is it sounds like it almost sounds like chewing. and like the sounds of like wet towels like slapping against each other. Just
All right. Roughly what direction?
it seems to be ahead of you.
I'm gonna kind of like do the hold a hand up. Something ahead. Sounds like a beast. Sounds like it's eating. Sounds big.
You guys start moving forward more quietly. I'd like for you the. Do I ask for another stealth check? Given that you guys already did one, I would kind of just roll it forward. Some of you know how to keep quiet and you're trying to tell your members how to move quietly, but some of you are not having a good time with that. You start moving forward and you see the shape. It looks quadrupedal. It's the silhouette is quite large and it's got an eagle's head as it rears up, and it seems like it's mowing down into something, just this giant mount. You can't determine what it is. You just see the silhouette. There are a pair of wings on the back.
Do I recognize what it is?
I'd like for you all to make a nature check, please.
All right.
A meat hill.
And sorry, just for annoying blood hunter rules, is it Fey, Fiend, or Undead?
No.
Cool.
Good nature.
Yes. So, Vale.
24.
Okay. Cobalt.
12.
12. Okay. Jade.
13.
13. Enduring.
11.
Alluring.
17.
Yes, I realize this is going to be a giant pain in my ass now. 17. Obsidian.
19.
10. Ochre.
Wait, 19, not 10.
19. Okay. And what did you get, Ochre?
8.
8. Some of you immediately recognize this as a griffin. It looks like it just hunted and killed a prey.
Alluring instantly tries to find somewhere to hide.
As you do, with the group check, you start making moves and everybody else starts moving. Some of you start making too much noise, and all you hear is it kind of just turns its head into your direction. It is quiet in this area, and then all you hear is a whack. You see this giant branch come right down and hit this griffin right in the back.
Take my sword out and shield is up.
Yeah, daggers out.
And you hear
Looking up at the trees.
Let me see.
Bring it.
Failed. Make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Everyone?
Veiled.
Oh, me.
Are you within 10 feet of me?
Oh, boy.
I don't know. Are you within 10 feet of him?
Are you within 10 feet of me, Vale?
I'm generally keeping an eye on those two, so that depends how close you are to them.
Better yet, what was your marching order? Let's make this easier. I'm still new to a lot of this. Please be patient.
It's okay. It's okay.
I'm probably in the middle somewhere, considering my survival check and not being the stealthiest of people.
Yeah. So
I'm taken to one of the sides, kind of outside of the group, as a way of like being that.
Probably would have gone in the vanguard.
Amethyst is towards the back.
Yeah, I would with the 20, Cobalt would probably be up towards the front as well.
Jade would probably be holding up the rear as well.
Okay, with that, you. So then, what was your save?
Was it Dex?
Yes,
7.
7.
Is he
No.
within 10 feet?
I asked this question so you guys can figure this out.
I know, I was like, I will be
If
on
you're
like
to the
middle
side,
side.
probably.
Okay. I was like,
Which
because I would
side?
give you.
On the same side or
I
I'm in
know.
the
I
middle,
was like,
so-
whoa, we need a map.
Second left.
I am right-handed, so right side.
Rolling percentage.
Yep.
Higher, lower, favorable.
You see this rock thrown right at you, and it's hurling. You don't see it coming because all you feel is whoosh! It hits you for 12 damage. Oh, sorry, no, that's not right. 18. I
How
would like all
big
of you
is
to
this
roll
rock?
for it. It's a decent sized boulder. It was about
Like my
3 feet
size,
wide.
or
I'd like
okay.
everybody to roll for initiative and welcome to the first combat of the game. Everybody on roll 20. I would like for you all to set yourself up where you had been. I tried to follow along and I got confused.
Let me bring
So,
this
hold
on
on.
over to.
That seems good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh god, the trees have eyes and hands.
Cool. All right. So
How does this work?
okay. So what initiative?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, can you?
I don't know.
Yeah, you can. Okay. So up in the top left corner, you'll see select. Like it's the mouse button on
Yeah.
the. You click on that, and that'll allow you to move your pogging character. So
Sorry.
that's okay. And because when you have your thing selected, you can use your arrow keys to move on the grid.
Cool. Thank you.
I didn't even know that.
Yep. Okay, so 25 to 20.
Oh.
What is it?
22.
Anybody else? No. Okay. 20 to 20 to 18, 20 to 15.
It begins.
It begins. Okay, 15 to 10.
Lucky 13.
13. Okay. 10 to 5.
Lucky number,
9.
Sven.
Okay, raise your hand. Raise your hand and I'll call it out. So all right. Oh my god. Okay, okay, 10. 9. Okay, 8. 7. Okay. 6.
That's with
That's-
advantage.
That's impressive.
That was with advantage.
That is absolutely
my.
impressive. Okay,
Where's your
5
stump?
5 to 1.
Like of all places to have shitty rules.
5 to 1.
initiatives are okay.
Hey, so where are you at on the initiative there, Ochre?
7.
7?
Oh yeah, he raised
waving
his
at
hand.
you.
You must
Yeah.
have missed it.
I did.
Apparently,
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
felt sorry for us because we've received a party boon. Thank you.
Yeah, y'all roll for it. Better yet, you know what? Have a +1 to hit,
Okie dokie.
Ooh.
and that'll be for the
Okay.
combat.
Y'all get +1?
Oh,
+1 to hit, but not to
Damn.
but not to
Just-
damage.
all-
Okay,
for
so-
all of this combat.
Garnet, yes. Garnet, your move.
All right. Can I see what threw the boulder?
No, you can't. So basically, you see the outlines behind around you guys.
Mhm.
That is your
Okay.
vision. Anything outside of that will be shot at disadvantage. Any ranged weaponry will be shot at disadvantage, and seeing will be obscured.
Okay. So I'm going to
Do we know
start
which
moving in
direction it came from?
In front of you.
the. Yes. So I'm going to start moving in the general direction of the boulder, but kind of off to the side a bit. So I'm going to take advantage of how freaking fast I am and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and get myself to about there.
Cool.
And what do I see where this tree-like thing is?
You start moving forward, and you run through the thatch, just up and down through like a couple knolls and hills, and you turn around and you see this giant oak that is shifting and moving quite slowly. You hear the creaking. Everybody starts hearing the creaking. And you see these limbs, these giant, thick trunks and branches for arms. It is a sight to see, and it is scary. And you just see it recoiling back as it just threw that boulder.
Okay. So I am going to pull up my heavy crossbow, and as I kind of crank back the string, I flick up a little hook on the lever, and I take, I was lucky, 2 necrotic damage to imbue my crossbow with the Crimson Rite of Flame. Going to be dealing a 1d8 extra damage on hits.
Excellent. Okay, so you do that. You take. So what did you use to draw your blood?
Basically, a little hook that he worked into the kind of lever of the crossbow.
Okay, so you as your natural draw action, you pull it across, and you have I believe you have the slit in your chest, so that way it just becomes a natural thing to do. Like you draw it across, you let the blade soak the blood,
Yeah.
and it starts shifting the hue of the crossbow bolt. What do you do?
I'm gonna shoot.
You're gonna shoot.
All right. So, ta-da. Very nice. That is a 32.
32 to hit.
Yep.
Yep, that'll do it.
All right. Heavy crossbow time. 1d10. So 1d10 piercing counts as magical if that's useful to know.
Yes.
In addition to 1d8 fire damage. Do you want me to
So-
separate or just all together?
Yes, separate the fire damage, please.
Cool. So that is off the table. All right. So regular magic piercing damage is, that's a weird sentence. 7 plus 4 fire damage.
Okay. So 7 piercing.
Yep.
Plus how many damage? Fire?
4 fire damage.
Okay. Is that your one shot, or do you have a second?
I have a second, and thanks to crossbow mastery, I ignore the loading property.
Excellent. Fire.
So- Yeah. Just see him crank up another shot on the heavy crossbow. All right, that one is only a 22.
That'll hit.
All right. Magical piercing damage. Ooh, nice. That is 15 piercing damage.
Yep.
And only a single point of fire damage on top of that.
Okay. What action? Bonus action.
That's me.
All right. So you crank the crossbow back, aim, fire, boom. You see this bolt launch itself into the tree, and as it happens, the fire starts igniting. You realize that the fire is actually taking to the tree quite well, but you're kind of uncertain whether or not that bolt is hitting good.
Yeah.
With that, that is your turn.
Yep.
All right. The tree end kind of shifts and shudders with the shot that happened with, and all you hear is it starts shaking. As that happens, everybody else around you.
Oh, no.
You notice the other tree is starting to shake around.
No.
And you see two more trees starting to move in tandem. The tree ant starts lumbering forward to the person that just hit it, and that'll be its turn. Obsidian.
You okay? And I can see this big lumbering guy from where I'm at.
Not exactly. You can see the silhouette. The way everything works, you can see the silhouette, so you can try to make an attack, but everything is heavily obscured outside of your view, your vision bubble there.
Distance. Door. Right there.
You run forward, and now you can see the shape of this tree ant just moving towards Garnet.
We're flying forest, seeing how large it is, and seeing that it's made out of a tree. I would like to do Hellish Rebuke as 3rd level.
I think Hellish Rebuke is after you take damage.
It's a
It
reaction.
says you point your finger at the creature that damage you. Okay, I'm stupid. Listen,
Nah.
this is my first time. It's usually a.
Hey, that's okay.
Oh, what if I could do this? Oh my gosh. I would. How far? Oh, forgot I had this. I would like to cast Blight.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Nice.
I
Okay.
forgot I had that.
So,
So if I target a plant creature or a magical plant, it makes a saving throw with disadvantage, and that saving throw is a Constitution
okay.
saving throw.
Constitution.
Yeah, disadvantage. Actually, no, it doesn't make a saving throw. Unless it's not magical. Sorry, I'm reading wrong. But it does make a saving throw.
Well, it doesn't matter. I rolled 2 3s.
Okay, the spell deals maximum damage, which is 8d8 necrotic.
My god.
Cause
Nice.
plants.
Yep.
Good day.
I don't know what the 8 times
It's
8.
64.
64.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, guys. 64 damage.
And it's gone.
Right?
So I
Okay.
start speaking in abyssal.
You speak the words out, reaching your hand towards the tree. As that happens, you see these darkened, not tendrils, but these little flecks of like water or sweat, tears, reach forward, kind of like orbs, and then just latch themselves onto the tree. As that happens, the shudder that this plant makes is absolutely groaning. It hurt. And as you see that, you see a bunch of the trees start withering in onto itself, shedding a bunch of its leaves. You really did a number on this thing. It is looking hurt.
Nice.
It's starting to look hurt. All right. Is that your action and movement? Yes? No?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay, cool. Vale. Here, I thought I was going to go easy on you guys.
I thought I had that.
I believe the term is it's on.
Yeah. We're gonna make our way up to it. Well, how far can I see? We're gonna make our way over to Garnet. And gonna hold an action if it comes any closer to use Primal Savagery.
Okay.
And that'll
And
be
that's
it for
your
me.
That's it for you. Cool. Alluring.
Oh, right. I am going to
Cobalt, you're on deck.
turn around and face the other way. I'm going to move a few feet. Oh, goodness. Forward. Haha. And then I'm going to do Eldritch Blast at the tree in front of me.
Excellent. All right.
Let me just find my spell. Okay. That is a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, cool. And I'm doing 1d10 of damage. Yep. No, I'm not. Sorry.
Yeah,
That's
you should have
okay.
either 2
Alright.
or 3 blasts at this level.
Yeah, I believe it's 2.
Should
just
be
trying to find
3
those.
because we're past 11th level.
She
Yeah.
multi-classed.
Multi-class.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
Yep,
Never
there we
mind,
are.
I lied.
Yeah, so I'm
Okay.
only at... Okay, so that's 15 points of damage.
15. Okay. And so roll for the other attack. Or do you only have the one?
I only have the one.
You only have the one. Okay. Heading up, reaching your hand forward and throwing the Eldritch Blast. What color is your magic?
Purple.
Purple. How fitting.
Yes.
This Mace Windu lightsaber color comes out of your hand and launches itself, embeds itself right into the tree. You see this maple just slowly curl back. You did some good damage on that. Is that your turn?
Yes.
All right, Cobalt, your turn. Okra, you're on
Okay.
deck.
Well, gonna go running into the great unknown. All the way to the talking tree. Onward! Oh god! It's a tree! Well, shit. Time to go back to the old days and start just punching trees. So, I hit it once with my... Damn it! Well, so I try again.
So you hit it with a 12?
Nope, I hit it with a die on the ground. Can't reach it. Can't see it. Too old. So,
Love old
That-
people here.
that's not gonna... Can't hit a goddamn tree. That's gonna be a 12.
Okay, that does not hit. Better yet, you go in, you're on punching trees, easy enough. Whack! You hit it and you overcompensate for yourself because of the shifting of the blight that came in. You hit a withered spot and it's like super hardened at that point. You're like, crack! You hit your knuckle. Okay, do it again.
Damn it. Okay. Going again, because I can do that. 16.
16. That'll hit. Meets it. Beats it.
Excellent. So,
Steve.
That's gonna be
That's really a good pull, my crap.
7 damage.
7 damage. Okay. All right. You roll in for a hit. You hit it again, and you realize, okay, this is not working as you thought it would.
well, fuck it. That's all I can do. So, Fury of blows.
All
This
right.
little fucker. Oh,
Punching bag this shit.
Wait. No, Fury of blows. Yeah, I do
Yep.
that now. And then shit happens. God damn it. That's a 12.
Okay, that does not hit.
Okay, 19.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, so how do I have to do anything of so I spend the key, and I think when you do Fury Blows, when you hit, I'm going to make it do a Dex saving throw.
Okay, what is it? Okay, Dex.
Yeah, 14.
That is a 15.
God damn it.
Which is funny because this thing is not very dexterous.
Right.
I know it's a goddamn tree. You can't hit it. You can't make it do shit.
I imagine like branches of leaves just in his face constantly.
Just keeps hitting the leaves.
Take this!
Fuck.
So what happens?
Nothing.
What were you trying to do?
It's trying to knock it down.
You were trying to make it go prone?
Yes.
Old man's
That's
having a
where it
hard time in the
goes.
bush. All right, you start going in. Whoop! Hits, or sorry, you done, or
Well, I do 8 damage at least.
you do 8 damage?
Yes.
Another 8 damage?
Yes.
Okay.
That was from the Fury of Blows, and well, fuck.
Okay, so you
That's
go
it.
in, you hit a raw spot. Shit, hit again. Okay, that feels like a softer spot. You're gonna go for again. Bam, still hit the other spot. And you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna try and do a leg sweep on this huge creature. And you're like, pig, ow! You take that.
Well, that's it.
All right, that's it. Okay,
Fuck this stuff.
Ochre, you're up. Jade, you're on deck.
You're muted.
Thank you. I'm gonna have to catch up to where all the punching and wailing about cutting your fingers on bark or whatever is happening. No, you gotta punch it harder. And I will be doing an unarmed strike myself, but it will be a draconic strike. So I am adding fire damage to it.
Nice.
Does a 23 hit?
23 will hit.
Okay. And that was the 8. Okay. Let's see. We got. Where are you? We got. Okay, so it's. I changed the entire type of damage to that element.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. That's 14 fire damage. And for my second hit, that's only a 12.
That will not hit.
All right. I am going to do Fury of Blows, though. First one is 13.
That will not hit.
Actually, I guess with the boon it would be 14, but think that
it does
still
not
doesn't
hit.
Yeah. That one's 16.
16, that'll hit.
Okay. And that one is 9 damage, but it's regular damage.
Okay. So just 9 bludgeoning?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so then you go in, you're like, no, hit it like this. You create a flaming fist. Whack! You punch the tree, and it goes right through the bark, and you start seeing the fire igniting the bark and little bits of branch and foliage right around. This thing shudders hard. It's starting to shed its leaves like massively. It's hurting hard. And you're like, see, like that. You go in for a hit again, and you hit the soft spot that the kobold had hit before, and you realize, okay, maybe not as done as much damage as you thought it would.
Yeah, not as easy as it looks.
Okay, that's everything. Jade. Sorry.
All
Sorry. Is that everything, Ochre?
Yeah, movement, action, bonus action.
Beauty. Okay, Jade.
All right, seeing that Amethyst went to the north, I'm going to go ahead to the north as well, and I'm going to activate my Giant's Might to increase my size.
Nice.
Alrighty.
Still just out of my reach. That's rude.
I mean, there was another one in your reach. You just decided to go the other direction.
Well, don't want to see someone off by themselves either. So I will hold my action and wait for it to get closer so I can take a whack at it.
Okay. That's your turn.
Yep.
It's the tree ant's turn. So it sees people moving forward. It's going to move forward. So you'll take your attack. Jade?
All right, I'm going to use Great Weapon Master. So that will be -5 plus 10 plus. So that'll be 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
So that's already 15 slashing damage as the base.
Okay.
Plus another 11 slashing. And I'm going to activate my Fire Ruin. So it might just pass this, but that's okay.
Heroes.
Needs to make a strength saving throw DC 18.
18?
Yep.
That is a 17.
So not only is it going to take 2d6 fire damage, which is 6, it is now restrained for 1 minute. Will take an additional 2d6 on its next turn, and can make a saving throw on it in its next turn.
Okay. So this is all modifiers on your attack?
This is just by Rune Knight.
If you're saving an attack action, is it just straight up hits or?
I can activate Fire Ruin on a hit.
Okay. All right, so let me know the damage and what type it is.
It was 6 fire. So it was 26 slashing and 6 fire. Total.
And that's what you just did now?
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
It is also now restrained.
Hold on a second. Okay. All right. You go in, you're starting to make quick work of this tree. It is starting to look hurt. It's doing the same thing as the oak that you can't see in the background, but you hear the people just wailing at it. left and right. Okay, so now the tree will make its attack. It'll see you right ahead of it, and it's going to go for a hit. That'll be a 26.
6 will hit.
That'll be 27 points of damage.
Okay.
And it's going to go for another attack. That'll be 26. Again. I can't think right now. 22 points of damage.
Okay.
Yep. So that's the tree's turn. You start making quick work at the base of the tree with just whack, whack, setting the thing on fire, just lighting and igniting up, and seeing the hole that Alluring had opened up with the Eldritch Blast. As that happens, you see both of its branch-like arms whack one and whack two, slamming you both side to side. You get hit with a bunch of thatch, and you get like the little bits of foliage stuck in your hair and teeth. Well, I guess not hair, scales, but at that point,
It's even worse.
it's the second tree's turn, and it's gonna. It starts moving forward. Alluring, you start feeling the vibrations of this tree moving up and forward, coming closer, closer, closer.
Mm-hmm.
And you realize, wait, what is that? It's gonna throw a rock at you.
Oh, great.
Does a 13 hit?
No.
Oh.
Why could you roll that against me?
Why
Because
did you
you're
not
too
hit-
big of a target.
I mean, that's fair, but
Okay, Garnet,
All right.
your go.
So noticing that the the fires having an effect, but the arrows aren't, going to sling the crossbow, draw my scimitar, and as I do, basically use my bonus action to slash it across my palm to rite of fire onto the sword. And I'm going to sidle on over, get advantage with the old man. And I'm going to take a swing at this thing.
Go, take a swing.
And sorry, just keeping my games straight. Flanking, first of all, do I get flanking?
Yeah.
Yep, and get advantage with it yeah, okay. There we go. That's a natural 20.
Oh, jeez.
nice.
And sorry, I'm realizing I forgot to roll my blood right damage. 1. Being very nice to myself.
Yeah.
Okay. So, going to be 2d8 fire damage, 2d6 slashing. So that's that is 14 slashing damage.
Okay.
And nice. 12 fire damage.
Okay. Garnet, finish it.
Basically, I am just going to kind of like try and slash open part of its core and kind of like drive the fire of the blade right into the center of it.
You do that, and as you stick the blade in, you hit an open part where the blight had kind of just like where the hardened spots had shrunken in, created just enough of an opening for you to see there. Whack! Throw it right in. As this flame starts consuming, you hear the groaning and pain of this tree. And it kind of just stops and almost takes the shape of the tree that it once was.
There we go. Should I go back to sleep?
Okay, with that, is that your turn?
So I do still have those 10 feet of movement. I've got 35 more I can do. So hearing some crashing going on over to this direction, I'm going to use the rest of my movement to start running over there.
Okay, I would like for you to make a percentile check.
Yep, sure thing.
Because as far as it is away, you can hear it. You can't really see any of the silhouetting.
Right. Okay. I got double zeros and an 8.
Double zeros and an 8. Okay, so you got that's 8.
It's just
Yep.
8, yeah.
Yep.
All right, you start hearing the things around you, but because of the fog's obscuring and it kind of has the ability to play tricks on you.
Yeah.
You kind of get the sense that okay, maybe it's this direction, but you only make it about right here.
Sounds good. And that's my turn.
It's your turn. Okay, Obsidian. I would have called you on deck if the tree didn't die.
Sorry.
Okay. It happens. Things die. That's what life does. Okay. Well. Shit. You know what? I'm gonna try something.
Okay.
Oh, is that 60 feet? Well. Can I cast darkness on its body?
You would be
you
have to be able to see. You'd have to see the object, and because of the
right.
heavy fog that's obscuring everything that's around.
Forgot there's fog. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I have the aura around to keep you guys to know what your effective vision sight is.
That's right. And 30 feet. This thing is.
Should be 20 feet out from.
So, yep.
Yeah.
Whoop. Yes. I'm just trying to go on near the noise, the sound of the whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah.
Following all that tree noise. Do I have sights on it now?
You start seeing the shape of this tree much better than you were before. You kind of got the general sense of where it was, given the movement and the fact that it picked up a rock.
Yeah, seeing that I got some in the sights, I want to make one more movement closer to it to really see it. And I want to cast darkness on its body.
Okay. Anything I need to do, or?
No, it's just magical darkness.
What's the radius on it?
Completely spreads around. It's like a 15-foot radius sphere for the duration of 10 minutes. A creature with dark vision can't see through this darkness, and non-magical light can't illuminate it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So with that, that's your action, that's your movement, your turn?
Yep. That's
Okay.
gonna be actually I want a bonus action, what's it called? Compelled duel.
Okay.
Actually no, I can't. Never mind. Nope. I can't. That's it. That's my turn.
All right.
I'm learning all these new spells. Holy crap.
That would have been a fun interaction. Okay, Veiled. You're up. Alluring, you're on deck.
Well, since it just kind of stopped moving, I'm gonna wander my way towards the sounds of everything else.
Make a percentile check, please. You're just far
Okey-dokey.
enough away to.
Mm-hmm. That is 3.
3?
3. Double zeros and a 3.
Oh my
You start-
goodness.
You start hearing everything that's around you, and you're like, okay, maybe it's coming from this direction, and you start moving forward, but you only make it about right here.
Okay.
You're not really seeing any of the silhouetting. Like, you could see somewhat of movement, but it's like, because of all the general trees and everything else that's around, it's hard to determine what is what.
And
even though there's like a quite literally a bubble of darkness around something, you can't see through darkness. You just know, okay, there's something there.
And considering what Obsidian just did to the big tree, I'm just gonna kind of wait and listen.
So is that your action, is to wait and listen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Turn is done.
Yes.
Okay, Alluring, you're up. Cobalt, on deck.
I know the tree to the north of me is looking rough, but I'm gonna move forward. And then I'm gonna cast Burning Hands on the fucker.
Ooh, crispy bark.
Step back a little bit, just because I don't want to get my friend. Okay, yeah. So he's got to make a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Dex, sorry.
Dex.
Yes, Dex. Sorry.
What was the number?
18.
It rolled at 18 with a -1 Dex, brings it to 17.
Oh.
Oh,
It is gonna take 10, 16, 20 points of damage.
Ha! Ha!
Nice.
Oh, baby, you go back. You see an opening where Jade had started ripping into the bark and into the first layers of growth that had been growing on this tree. You see an opening there. Throwing the burning hands that it comes out in a cone, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you angle it in a way where you know it's not going to hit Jade.
Mm-hmm.
And as this cone of fire starts enveloping this tree, you hear the groaning as if the other tree was you heard beforehand. Let me give me a second. I need some math on this shit. Need to throw some stank on this shit. It is hurting hard from what you can see. All right. Is that everything?
I am going to bonus action hide.
Bonus action hide. Make a stealth check, please.
Yup.
Yeah, make a stealth check. I was gonna give advantage, but given that you're within sight lines.
Yeah. 29.
You're just like, branch!
I am the tree.
You use your shape-shifting ability to kind of change the color of your skin to naturally camouflage yourself in with some of the bush and foliage that is just around you. With that is your turn. Cobalt.
Okay.
Ochre, you're on deck.
So,
I'd like for you to make a percentage check, please.
perception?
Percentage.
Oh, percentage. Oh, we fancy.
I could have done this thing the easy way, but I decided to be difficult, and I'm sticking with it.
I choose violence for today.
Y'all chose blight. I say fuck you.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, all right.
88.
88. You look around, and because of your wilderness survival skills, you're like, listen in, follow the noise, pinpoint. Got it. You can clearly run to wherever you want to.
Okay.
Runs away.
Well,
See
hearing
y'all.
those are really good.
Okay. Well, I'm going to run over next to.
What is it?
Damn it.
Prune juice. This is a warrior's drink.
Oh, damn, it's you. Tell me, Angel of Death, is this where I die? This finally where I meet my end.
Not today.
Ah, damn
You
it.
get to live.
Okay, well, this thing sure doesn't. Whenever it comes over, and I hold my attack action.
He just nods no as like a
Cool. You do that. Cobalt Sun. Ochre, you're up. Jade, you're on deck.
Well, I'm going to be running toward the noise, which at this point is probably here.
Make a percentage check, please.
On it.
Roll a percentile die. That's what I should be saying.
11.
11.
See, what were these rolls when we were buying things?
Well, right?
Yeah.
Right.
He wasn't rolling for
Or-
it. I was.
Or when you know you're trying to channel divinity as cleric.
That
Oh god.
Let me delete that. You start listening and Cobalt takes off. See ya! And you're like, I'm gonna go in that direction. Wait, where did he go? Shit. You end
That's
up
how
getting
real
right
monk
beside
runs.
you end up going right beside Vale and Garnet. Perfect. Is that everything you can do?
I mean, no, but it's probably everything I should do.
Things about burning down the forest. No.
I can, though!
Just because
Alright.
you can doesn't mean you should.
All right, Ochre, that's your turn. Jade, you're up. Tree, you're on deck.
The tree is on deck and the tree is still restrained, so I get advantage on all my attacks.
Tree, no.
And I will be using Great Weapon Master, so let's see how this goes.
Oh, you son of a birch.
God damn it.
Oh,
Leave this alone.
Alright, so the first one's going to be 21.
21, that'll hit.
So that's already 15 slashing to start. Plus an additional... I had my Giant's Might, I get an extra 1d8. That's another 17 slashing.
Okay.
And I'm going to take my other attacks, also with Great Weapon Master. So 22.
That'll hit.
So that's another... So
So you're not allowed to be a Titan anymore.
I only get to add the extra damage once. I just have Great Weapon Master. So that's another 15 slashing plus an additional 9 slashing.
Okay.
And one more attack.
The freaking kaiju.
17.
17 will hit.
So another 15 slashing and 5 more slashing.
Like a lumberjack. Huh! It's been pretty much like the lumberjack games. You're just like, huh, 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 huh. Actually, I'd like for you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
No. I'm so well hidden it falls on me.
Oh no. So wait, am I rolling it or her?
I said you.
Okay, that's why I was like, wait.
You didn't think that a falling tree, that you're slicing into a falling tree or a tree enough so that it falls right towards you.
So 21.
21. This thing starts coming down at you. Oh god! You jump out of the way. You were prone on the ground and you're about 5 feet away. Actually, yeah, you jump about 5 feet off to your left. But you are currently prone.
Alright. I'm still 5 feet from. Alright. That's all I can do then.
All right, that's everything. Okay, so all right, Jade is done. Tree is dead. Tree 2. Not knowing what the fuck is going on around it, so he cannot see whatsoever within this. No, not at all. Okay, it's gonna roll a percentage check.
Oh no.
86.
There it is.
It thoroughly senses the things around it. It's still confused.
How tall is this tree?
This is about 15 feet high.
Dang, still even taller than me too.
Everything is taller than you.
I'm 10 feet tall. Not everything.
Okay. So it's going to start moving off in a direction. It starts moving off in a direction just seemingly aimlessly. Everybody else outside just sees this this dark bubble just Roomba its way through the forest.
What the?
Don't question it.
That is its turn, Garnet. Sorry, I should have called you on that one.
All good. Well, I'm going to. I guess I'm going to roll my percentile and see if I can figure out where the heck things might still be moving.
You start hearing the noises, but as soon as the darkness bubble starts shifting, you're like, "That's kind of obvious."
Well, obsidian. So yeah, I'm going to see if.
Obsidian, you're on deck.
All right, so I'm going to move my full 45 towards it, which gets me about there. All right. I'm going to pull out the crossbow again.
Okay.
Rules as written on D&D Beyond, it actually still has the right on it. I can have one right on any weapon and still have it on another weapon, it seems. But since this is not official material, I will welcome a call on that if you feel it's a little too broken.
No, do your thing.
Cool.
Seeing as there was already a blight thrown on one of them, so at this point I've given up of trying to actually do some damage against you people.
I mean, you hurt me.
It's a warm up round.
Just
So,
burning
not to-
resources.
Yeah.
So not to meme too hard, but I attacked the darkness.
Yes. So make your shot with disadvantage.
Yep. I can send you a picture if you want. They're both nat 20s.
Oh, holy crap.
Well then. So,
I believe you, but take a picture anyway. And send
Yes.
it
That's
through.
amazing.
Yeah, that's oh Nelly, and one of them's with the dragon eye dice too. So
Oh.
Ooh.
it looks fucking good. Okay. So
Should have
that's
put legendary actions on these fuckers. Jesus.
so that's going to be 2d10 of piercing and 2d8 of fire. Okay, so that is nice. That is 19 piercing damage,
Okay.
and followed up only by 5 fire damage.
All right. With that, you're like, walk in. There's the darkness. I am one with the darkness. Fire. You hear the thing shudder and hear some of the leaves kind of shift and shake. You're like, yeah,
Right.
that's
Guess
it.
I'll-
All right.
Guess I'll do
Second
my
it.
second attack now.
Okay.
Because crossbow mastery, so crank. No whammies. Okay, yeah, that that used up all the mojo those dice had. That is only actually no. You know what? The plus 13. That is an 18.
That hits.
Nice. Slightly less impressive damage this time, so that's going to be 9 piercing. Ooh, and 7 fire damage. All right, and yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. The second one, you're like, I'm just going to fire in the same spot. You hit it.
Yeah.
You fire. Crank. Poosh. Running right through. You feel, you hear the hit. That's about that. Okay, Obsidian.
Nice.
Okay.
Staff.
Is this one still alive?
Oh,
Go.
Oh, okay. I was like, dang.
No, we fail.
Okay. Then I am
On top
going
of Jade.
to.
Almost.
I'm going to make my way to Jade. Do I find Jade though?
You walk up to where the tree is, where the tree,
What?
for lack of a better word, corpse is, and given how like it's a giant maple that had just fallen, you're kind of running forward. You run right first into the foliage,
Uh-huh.
and given that the tree is also obscuring a bunch of it, you don't immediately see Jade.
Is this one down? No, looks like it. Anyone hurt?
Only a little.
Mm. If he comes into range, if I see him, I'm gonna stay on right here because if there's a tree corpse in between and I don't see him.
Yeah.
If he comes into range, I'll have perfect action to do healing hands.
Yeah. Okay. That's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Vale, it's your turn. You see a magical moving bubble of darkness. It's pretty obvious what it is.
And hearing trees falling, I'm just gonna casually stroll my way over there. Over to there. And just gonna watch the bubble move.
Okay, alluring, you're up.
Cool.
Cobalt, you're on deck.
I am gonna Eldritch Blast the big black void.
All right. Yeah, make your attack at disadvantage.
Okay. That was a natural 20 and a natural 18.
Jeez.
Dang.
Y'all
That's
fuckers.
11, so I
Same
think
good
I'll
dice,
hit.
man.
So
And
11?
plus that one, yeah, and plus one
No,
from that
so
one.
it would have
Spell.
been, what was it?
29.
29 to hit? Yep, thank you.
Oh, Jesus, Murphy. Okay.
And then I'm doing 9 points of damage on the first one. And then on the second blast, that's a 17 to hit.
That'll hit. With the disadvantage?
With disadvantage. I rolled a
Jesus.
6 plus 11.
That's crazy.
The second one is 14. Or sorry, 4. What am I doing? 14, 4.
4. Okay.
4 points of damage.
Seeing this magical darkness, you call upon your patron, the mistress of the darkness, and you ask for her guidance. You reach your hand out, and as soon as you reach a spot, she says, "There." You release and let go. Both hit.
That's my action. That's all I do.
Cool. Cobalt. You're muted.
So, would Cobalt have seen the darkness just go away from him?
Yeah.
Okay. So he would kind of know where it is then?
I mean, you see a giant bubble of darkness.
Okay. Just like it's technically not in my circle, so just making sure.
Yep.
Cool. Well then, into the great void. The angel of death said it wasn't today, so I'll be safe. And so, into the great void I go.
As you walk in, it'll take its attack that it was holding.
God damn it! The void attacked!
It's 14. No, it's a 14 to hit.
God damn it. Yeah.
It doesn't actually hit.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4 on the dice.
I'm not wearing any armor. Gotta be nimble, damn it.
Don't monks have?
Oh wait,
naps?
Yeah.
wait,
Let's
2
get-
seconds. 2 seconds.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
like
gonna
you
say-
should.
I was like,
Well, you
You're
should be
monks
up
have a little
there.
bit more.
Dex plus
Yeah.
your wisdom, I think.
Yeah.
8
The
plus
modifier
No,
is
just
plus
Dex.
10.
Yeah, nope. What other things do I got? I think I just take it. It's only the yeah.
Hold on.
D&D Beyond. Thanks to D&D Beyond, we can quickly
Yeah.
I'm
Look
looking
at-
this up.
look
Deflect
class
missile,
features.
Deflect missile
Yeah,
attack.
it's Dex plus Wisdom plus 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So 10
14.
plus your dexterity.
Only
Yeah,
14.
it is 14.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh
Oh,
man.
yeah.
It is 14. I just checked. It is 14.
Oh no!
Oh man.
That'll be
It was an active choice not to wear armor today.
Yeah.
26 points of damage.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh, thank you for the cheer bits, Forge Glory. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason.
Yeah.
okay, so that. Well, at least the meal was good.
Yep. And since it held its attack action, I'm going to attack again because it gets a multi attack. That'll be a 19 to hit.
The angel of death lied.
That'll be 30 points of damage.
Oh God!
Jesus.
Here's an old man screaming in the distance.
All right, into the void, into the void we go. Ah!
An angry void. Vengeance. Okay, do I get to do anything now?
Okay, you could do your attacks.
What? Well then, I'll swing. I guess. Is this with disadvantage?
Yes.
No, shouldn't have. That thing was swinging with disadvantage.
I just realized that I did my roll. I did secondary rolls for each, and I still would have hit with the lower.
Well, fuck you. Okay, well, here we go. Swinging once. Oh, cool. 24.
20 that'll hit.
Nice.
Okay, well, that's
I'm sorry, this is running a little bit late.
No worries.
All good.
that's going to be 5 damage.
5 damage.
I'm having
Okay.
fun.
Okay. And then Fury of Blows. So I'm going to do first one. This is all with disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay. 12.
Well, that will not hit.
Okay. Next one.
Okra, you're on deck.
15.
15 will not hit.
Fuck. Oh wait, do I get +1 attacks?
Yes,
Oh.
you do.
Okay, so that's 16 then.
16 will hit.
Hey.
Awesome.
Nice.
Okay. That's going to be 7 damage, and I am going to pump a key point into that one for a deck save.
Second. Okay. Deck save. That is 11.
Okay, so it is knocked prone.
It is knocked prone. You get hit by these tree trunk attacks. It hurts. Whack 1 hurts. Whack 2 hurts. And you're like, fuck this. Ow. Ow. Strew. Hit with the tree. You go in for a leg sweep again, like a sweet Muay Thai leg kick, and
That's
It-
right.
it falls
Sound
prone.
effects though. They're so good.
So no one else sees this.
So if a tree
I
falls,
just see an orb just like rotate.
If a tree falls in the woods and nobody sees it, did it really fall?
well, y'all
Good
heard a
question.
noise, so yeah, it definitely did make a noise. You just don't know what it is. Okay, so you're still attacking?
Yeah, I have one more attack.
Okay.
And
Hey.
still disadvantage.
Nope, regular.
Oh.
Because it's prone, which melee attacks are advantage, given that it's in disadvantage
Okay.
because it's in darkness. Regular.
Darkness. Fuck. Oh. Nope. 14.
14 will not hit. Jesus, old man's having a hard time with a push.
Been a while, damn it.
It has been some time since he last flogged a log.
God damn it.
With all these punches, you should call him a weed whacker.
Wait, that's me.
Y'all ever sand at a pole? It's the most invigorating noise ever.
I see what
So-
you did there.
Okay, so that's your turn then?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, ogre. You're up.
So wait, is it down now?
It's
You don't
prone,
know?
and none
You
of us
don't
know
know.
it.
Okay, it is prone.
Oh no!
None of us know.
Just turned some. Ah!
Okay. Well, I'm gonna run in a straight line as fast as I can.
Yeah, I mean, you see the bubble off in the
I
distance,
do
so
see
you
the
don't
bubble
need...
still. Okay.
You do
so
see the
I'll-
bubble.
I'll still be over here, and I guess I'll try and double tap with my draconic fists.
Okay, you run in and kind of judging from where the noise was, you're like, okay, it's right there, and you're like, ah! You just kind of like you run with your fist forward and you ignite it, and you just
Choo choo.
roll at disadvantage.
Then I don't need to roll another one.
Oh no!
For the sake of the comedy, you run right through and you hit the other side of the darkness. I'm giving you the extra movement just for the comedy of this.
Okay.
The best
Oh,
part
man.
is it's laying flat. You somehow miss a prone tree.
Just a little ball of
Like,
fire.
oh, there's a
just
log
goes-
there.
What?
You're just watching him run by.
Little speck of light in the darkness.
Oh my god. Okay. Is that your turn?
I'm gonna try again.
Oh no.
You know what? You just like parallel to it. Don't even.
Okay. Still
Thank you so
disadvantage,
much, Jason, for the 95 bits.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh no! If
Fuck it, we're
the
doing it
second
again.
roll was a 20, but it was a disadvantage, so okay. Plus actually it's a dirty 20.
Oh,
That hits.
Hey.
I actually
Yeah, I'm
hit.
saying that like a 1.
No.
I was waiting for the one.
and you have a point of luck.
Fuck, man.
Okay, I have a point of luck. I'm gonna try and use it. What the hell? Why not?
Just roll fish for it. Well, I mean, wait, you hit already.
Oh yeah, no, okay. Then
And then you can't really get a natural 20 on disadvantage.
yeah.
Unless you nat 20 both of them.
And that's true.
Like some people.
I said I was
Yeah.
sorry.
Alright. So All right.
Like a cameo.
The fire damage that I do end up doing is 7.
Okay. Fuck. God.
That was funny. Oh, I love him. I love okay so much.
Okay. Is that your turn?
But I'm gonna keep flailing. You know what? I'm gonna
Do it.
keep flailing blows, and I'm
I
gonna
got a
keep
mosh pit, just
Do it.
arms
Do it.
swinging.
Disrespect your surroundings. So what was that?
18 damage?
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, that's 8 damage, and that's 28 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. Jesus Christ.
That's only 1 damage. Oh, sorry, plus 4, so 5.
Okay. You hit this thing, and you're feeling the bark kind of soften up, and you're just thank you so much, Liz, for the tier subs. You're feeling the bark soften as you keep hitting and punching, and yeah. With that, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Jade, you're up. You're prone.
So I'm gonna get up, and that takes what, half my movement, right?
That takes half your movement.
Okay, still close enough. So I am gonna take half my movement, get up, approach the darkness where this tree's at. That might help actually. So the tree's still on the ground, right?
It is still. Oh my god.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Can I just look down at it and use my breath without hitting anyone else?
No. Given that
No,
there's
you
people
don't-
around you,
Okay.
no.
That's what I want.
Oh, but
Then I-
would he see anyone?
No, that's the thing. You wouldn't be able to see. You could feel the tree just because you walked
so-
up onto the foliage. So you want to use your breath. It logically makes sense.
No, I've heard screaming. I will just take whacks at it. No, you just want me to hurt them.
You goddamn right I do.
Do it.
Do it.
Damn it.
Okay, so
I mean, they kind of deserve it at this point.
probably fair.
It's just bring chaos in this darkness.
Okay, so it's just flat roll.
All according to plan.
Carl is literally just standing there, just watching. Just like old man stare of just like,
Yep, just
So I botched my first attack with Great Weapon Master.
Oh yeah.
That one.
Ooh.
oh my god.
Oh,
I-
chopping the
in
wrong
range.
tree.
I'm not.
I am
in range.
not-
am I chopping a tree?
Yeah.
I'm not sorry about casting darkness on this day. I'm not sorry. It
Okay.
was
So
great.
with that, odds is Cobalt. Evens is Ogre.
I'm not in range, then.
Ogre.
Oh my god.
Include
I
ourselves with the
apologize.
trees.
Oh my god, okay.
Oh, that's right.
That
You're a
is-
size larger, aren't you?
Yep.
Size larger than its Great Weapon Master. I'm sorry, it's 26 slashing.
Oh my
man.
god.
I'm only doing this because you rolled a natural 1.
No,
Mhm.
that's why
Oh,
that
no,
was
I
a
love
natural
it.
one.
Nat one in darkness while biggest.
Yep,
fuck.
that's
like
yep. That's what's gonna happen.
got you.
Ogre, this tree just gained an axe and it hit you with it. You take a side swing at this and you miss all the foliage and you feel the connection. It's kind of squishy. Was it the tree? I don't know.
Try again.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Can't
Wait
be
a
that
minute.
way.
I have an important but stupid question.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have Sentinel. He wasn't.
Oh,
aiming
no.
for me.
Yes. Yes. Do it.
Yeah. Oh my god.
As we kill ourselves.
Yeah! Fighting ourselves! You guys are in this darkness thinking you guys
The
are
party's
fighting the
greatest
tree.
threat was itself.
Oh my
We're
god,
the
does this
team, by
mean
the
we're...
way.
Is this... Does this mean the colors are just destined to be chaos gremlins?
Yes. Absolutely.
Wait till we see the real sides of fury and
Honestly,
pride.
we are truly the Suicide Squad, really. Just the Regents are really good at what they do, but really bad.
Make your attack at disadvantage
Oh, a disadvantage. Okay. Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's standing.
Okay. So what? 15.
Thankfully, you miss.
Okay.
Okay, make the rest of your attacks, Jade. Ogre, you feel the hit and you're like, okay, I'm going in. You take a swing. You whiff.
Okay, so 21.
That'll
With the great
hit.
weapon. And it's another 25 slashing.
Cool.
God.
And one more with the great weapon. And they're with the die. Whoops.
Someone yell out.
And
"Hey,
another
please."
21. So.
Yep.
Or another. Oh, that one wasn't great. So 16 more slashing.
16?
Yep.
Jade, finish it.
Right, takes one big heave, just cuts it clean in half, right down the middle.
You you take your first hit and you're like, okay, horizontally it doesn't work, but overhead, Paul Bunyan butcher style, just whack, you hit it once and you feel the split and you're like, no, this is it. You go right down again. And you don't hear any rustling. The magical darkness fades.
And then he
Why is there
questions
blood on
what he
my
did
axe?
before.
On the ground.
Bleed.
You actually see some of the sap kind of ooze out from the center, but that's about it.
To see the stroke of red going, uh-oh.
with the Suicide Squad taking themselves out as much as they have the trees, with these beings on the floor. I can't think right now. Oh my god.
You're right.
Literally was crying.
Yeah, same.
You're gonna turn over
With
to
the-
Vale and go. You
with
were
the,
worried about me.
With the destruction that had happened all around you, the death, the destruction, the splinters, the gore, you guys are hurt. We're gonna call that tonight's game. I want to thank everybody for sticking around a little bit later. I thought this would have been over much quicker, but apparently magical darkness was decided and chaos had to be ensued from that.
Listen!
No
That
regrets.
was a good idea.
No regrets.
I want to thank everybody tonight for going. I think we got a party appreciation or who.
Yeah.
So Cobalt is the one doing the appreciating.
Okay. And
Put an appreciation on the dude.
Yeah. So okay. So then with that, Cobalt, you do the appreciation. I don't know if we should do this right now or next week.
Let me think about it. Think about the words you choose.
okay. I will have something ready for next week then.
Okay. At the beginning, before we start game, we'll do the appreciation next week. We just got to set a reminder for that. All right, but
Forged, I think it's Forged Glory that spent the party appreciation.
yeah. So Jason will clip it or try to clip it, and I'll send it to you. All right, buddy. If you can't make it for next week.
Thank you for showing up, everybody. I hope you had
Yes.
so much
Yes.
fun. That is good. You gotta come next week for part 2.
Yeah, come on.
Mhm.
Yep. Join us for next week for part 2. And with that, You fucking chaos gremlins, all of y'all. I have to ask, do you dare to imagine? Have yourselves a good night.
Good night.
Good night,
Night.
everybody.
Night.